Hey guys, it's 2nd of October, 13 days before the Oxbridge deadline and just over several months before the general Ucas deadline on 15th of January. So this video, we're just going to have a quick chat about where you should be, what stages of the process you need to be, and what to do if you haven't done much so far. So if you're applying to Oxbridge or medicine, the deadline for that is 15th of October 2018. So you have 13 days from today to submit and process your application on Ucas. Now this means that not only you have to do your bit, your referee also has to submit their reference by the 15th of October. So if you submit your thing but the reference isn't done, then you're buggered. So that's no good. So everything must be done. Now by this point you really should already have finished everything and have your personal statement, filled up the Ucas. The referee should have agreed and written you a reference, and it's all ready to hit submit. So if you're at that stage, great. If not, you need to really pick up and get your act together, because Ucas every year crashes on the last day, 15th of October. So do not leave it to the last day. Do it this week, do it by this weekend, send it off a week in advance, done. Job done, easy peasy, and just relax and focus on your exams. Now, if you're applying for the January deadline, so the general Ucas deadline, 15th of January, you can apply and submit your application at any point between now and 15th of January. However, what I would strongly recommend is you apply earlier, and in fact, if you can, apply by the 15th of October deadline. And here is why. When you're applying by the 15th of October deadline, universities know that you're either going for medicine or law, in which case you have no choice. You're either going for medicine, in which case you have no choice, or veterinary, again, no choice, you have to apply by 15th of October, or you're applying to either Oxford or Cambridge. Now, universities want to pick up the students who are of that caliber, who are applying to Oxford and Cambridge. So you can kind of play a little trick and trick universities into thinking you're better than you are by submitting an application early, because they think that you are applying to Oxbridge, and therefore they would assume that naturally you will be a stronger candidate than somebody who applies on 15th of January, who's not going for Oxbridge. Now, it's not always true, and there are a lot of people who are very, very good, who do not go to Oxbridge, who decide not to apply for it. But generally speaking, universities and university admissions officers often have that assumption. So I remember in my batch, when I submitted the application by 15th of October, and then I had interviews at other unis like Birmingham, Sheffield and Imperial, pretty much everybody who interviewed with me got offers, because those unis wanted us, people who they considered Oxbridge level, to pick them up in case people didn't get offers from either Oxford or Cambridge. So a little trick: if you're organized and you do it well in advance, submit your application by 15th of October to give the admissions officers more time to have a careful look at you. And generally speaking, you want to be ahead of the pile by applying earlier. You're the person who gets just more time, and more people will look at your application more carefully than if you're applying in January, when everybody's applying. The admissions officers are swamped, they're super busy, and they'll have a lot less time to look at your application. So don't delay it. Good luck.